welcome to our first episode of Northern Carp Diaries. You might recognise me from a different channel, Crazy Carper. Me and my friend Tom were just literally 8 minutes out from Linear Fisheries now. We've come down to Linear to fish a 48-hour session. We're looking at fishing B1 or B2. We're going to do a lot of concentrating on hopefully spotting over zigs and zig fishing, because me and Tom never really personally caught fish on zigs, but we really want to try and get used to it. So yeah, here we go. Catch up with you when we're on the bank. Morning folks, sorry I didn't do no vlogging yesterday. It's now the first morning, but we just had an absolute nightmare setting up yesterday and everything. We ended up fishing too far that we couldn't fish where we wanted to fish because we didn't have big enough lead, so we had to find another spot, and we got wind knots and everything, so I just didn't do any. Luckily enough I had one in the night. £20 2 mirror, so I'll put the pictures in here. But yeah, we're on Brasenose 2. Don't know what the peg is, it's basically in the middle of the lake. I'll show you what we've got in front. So there you go. There's us rods. Fishing out there, 21.5 wraps out, spotting over at top. So yeah, it's about what we've got really. So like I say, I'll do more vlogs today and keep you all updated on everything, how everything's going. So yeah, I'll let you know what's happening a bit later on. Alright guys, as you can see behind me, Tom's just spodding away. We're putting 6 bombs in every half an hour. Bailiff this morning told us, you know, the first word he said to us, he said, have you put it in? So we're taking by that it means have you put quite a bit of bait in. We're fishing about 90 yards out. It's about 21.5, 22 wraps, something like that. We've got one on a krill pink pop up on a, krill pink one on a chod. We've got one on a 2 bits pop up corn over this mix that we're putting in. I'll show you what that's like in a bit. And then we got one on banoffee wafter, or banoffee pop up soaked in the almond supreme. So yeah, hopefully fingers crossed we can get a couple out today. Sun's up nice and high. I've seen quite a lot of fish here. There's 2 lads across bank from us in one of the famous swims on B2, the point. They've had 3 runs this morning. I don't know if they've landed them all, but they've had 3. Like I say, we had one at night, £20 2. Some lads down to us left, 3 of them. 2 of them had fish at 23, 12 and at £21. So they're coming out slowly but surely. So hopefully we're spodding in quite often and that we can get them going. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well folks, as you can see here, we've moved swims, we've moved lakes. We're now on B1, fishing the first 2 swims as you come through the gates. There were 2 lads on here yesterday, last night. They had 1 out each. For some reason they didn't put no zigs out, but every time they were spomming out, fish were coming up and taking whatever coming out at spom. So basically, if they'd put zigs out, they'd probably got a bit more. But they said they don't know how to do it, so they didn't do it. So yeah, we've got 3 zigs out. Got one on a Nash zig bug at 8 foot. One on a black foam with a white zigger liner at, I think that was 5.5, sorry. Then we've got one on just a yellow bit of foam with a bit of the Sticky Baits peach and pepper bait spray, and that's fished at about 6.5 foot. We've got a spod mix that just consists of everything: pigeon conditioner, boilies, pellets, sweet corn, a riser pellet from Nash, tuna. We've put loads of goo in it, we've put hydrolyzed krill in it. So yeah, really, we're kicking up a good slick. We've got maggots in there, red and white. So we're possibly thinking about bringing the smaller zig in at 5.5 foot. And where we're fishing, it's probably we've got a depth of about 14 foot, so we're going to look at doing a 10 foot zig. See if we can't just nick one from underneath the surface. But yeah, we're not leaving till tomorrow afternoon, so hopefully if the weather carries on, we might be able to get a couple of zigs tomorrow daytime. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Pink krill pop up on a choddy, middle rod, same again, right hand rod, krill boilie with a whittled down pink pop up as well, pink krill pop up with a little bag. So at the minute we're just doing some spods of boilie. We've done some of the spod mix, so yeah, it's just about to start to rain, so I'll get back to you in a bit. As you can see, we're just about to put out a nice solid bag. It's got Sticky Baits, pineapple and embuteric pop-up, krill pellets, and then we've filled it, we've syringed it with almond go. We're about to put this out now as a 4th rod to some showing fish down to our right. So, right, I'll get this out.
Thank you.
No worries.
Here's Basil.
You have to excuse me here, I'm a bit all over the place. But we've got all rods out on bottom, sorted for tonight. It looks a bit funky over there in the sky, as you can see. We've got one to that bivvy there, one in the gap, one to that tree there, fishing at 80 yard out, and we've just snuck one in the next swim, basically where that swan is. There's been a hell of a lot of fish showing in this right hand corner because the wind's blowing down, obviously backing into this corner, so there's a hell of a lot of fish showing. I'm sorry it's not been a very fish packed session, but obviously first session ever down we've ever done at Linear. You know, we're not used to spamming it for 80 yards and constantly doing it and constantly going and stuff like that, so you know, we're just having a go at it. Like we'll definitely be down again. We'll be doing a lot more of this type of fishing, way more throwing stick, boilies, that kind of, not this type particle baiting and stuff like that. So yeah, fingers crossed. Now we're on B1. We can't get a couple of fish out, maybe fruit night. We're staying here till about 4 o'clock tomorrow. We've just ordered a nice takeaway, nice big pizza and potato wedges and that, so that'll be delivered down soon. But yeah, as a whole, the fishery is cracking. Very impressed. We saw earlier on, went over around to Oxley's, and one at head bailiff's, Roy I think it is, he was actually roping off 2 swims for total carp to come down tomorrow, and they're obviously doing a feature on Oxley's, so they were taping them off. But yeah, fingers crossed we can't get one.
Not like that. They're not. Especially when they chew my toilet roll up. And make a nice little bed out.
You alright there? Now join us on the second night. It's now drawing in. Fish been showing all over. To be fair, there's nothing really else to report. Like I say, 2 on chods, 1 on just a normal bottom bait rig, 1 on a solid bag now. That's about it really. Can't really say how else. Oh, fish just top there. But yeah, it's gonna be a cold night tonight. Apparently down to 3 or 4 degrees, so we're fishing in 14 foot of water, so hopefully they'll get down. The pinks might do the magic like they did last night on B2, so fingers crossed, eh? If I don't get out through the night, I'll blog you in the morning. Catch you in a bit. Morning, on the second morning, and we've had absolute carnage. Right hand rod absolutely screamed off. Hit into it, playing a fish, come off. Brought it in, as you can see, just putting bait back on. You know, the pink one by Sticky Baits, the krill one, and the middle rod absolutely screamed off. I actually turned that one down off the bite line because I thought the first fish had gone through the line because it was going off. So yeah, Tom's now spamming some bait out. I'm gonna get this one out because they like shoals in here. You know, you got to keep them there. We've got one in net. This is one that actually had up middle rod. I don't know if you can see that. It looks a nice fish.
Did you mention about one we had this morning?
Oh yeah. Tom had one this morning, £28. Absolute pearler, like a lever almost. I'll put a picture of that in now. And then also, at about, what time were it last night? Were it 11 o'clock?
Yeah.
About 11 o'clock last night, half 10, 11. Got an absolute screaming run on Brighton rod. Tom hit it. The middle rod went absolutely screaming off as well. I hit it. We ended up playing the same fish. Lo and behold, went up none of hooks had actually not taken any at bait. Sorry. All it had done, we managed to tether just a bit of line round 2 rigs and ended up wiping all 3 rods out. So it was all of it shot. We had to re-put all, recut all leg core. Then we had to redo all rods, re-wrap them at, what was it, 19.5 wraps. And then whack them all back out. We just thought we'll put them all on choddies and we know they're fishing alright. So yeah, Tom's just about to put this one out now. So yeah, let's watch him in. Here we go. Yacht, sorry.
Right round end.
Is it right round end? There you go. Sorry if my camera work and presentation skills aren't too cracking. I've not done it for a long time. I'm refinding myself. So 19.5 wraps out there. You can see the flat spot we've just created here. And there you go, just there. Just landed, just there. Spot on in between that little gap there. Beautiful. Right, we'll get this fish sorted and get some pictures done. Well, I'm absolutely buzzing. Just had a new PB, £32.10. Absolutely over the moon, honestly. We're coming in, well, my aim for this year, get a 30, you know, and to do it within second fish, oh, it's fucking, honestly, it's unbelievable. I can't, you know, what the hell was that? Yeah, you know, we'll go home today, but we're not going home till a bit later. We'll go this afternoon, so you know, there's plenty of time. We've just put, like I said, another 5 spawns out on spot. We'll put a right slick up. Don't know if you can see it, but all mist coming off. Water looks proper misty. We had frost on Unlucky Mat. And you can just make out the rest of the what you make like there, slick, just on the top of that tree. So yeah, rods are all out and we're fishing. I can't believe it, absolutely over the moon. On the krill pink one, we put about, I'd probably say half that camouflage bucket there, a spod mix out, which consists of krill pellet, bulk of it with pigeon conditioner, sweet corn, krill boilies, maggots, white and red, tuna, Nash riser pellet, all sorts we put in it.
We thought we might be going on zigs.
Yeah, because that's where we thought we were going on zigs with riser pellet, because obviously we've been on B1.
We've just fed birds, really.
We've been on B1. Everyone else we've spoke to have said zig, zig, zig. But obviously it just shows you can do it without zigs. But yeah, we give zigs a go and we didn't get out. We saw a big fucking weather front coming in from his left hand side, a load of low pressure, and we just thought, right, it's probably best time to get rods sorted out for being back on bottom. So we found a spot and clipped them up.
Frost last night as well, weren't
there? Sorry?
There were frost last night.
Oh yeah, there were frost. I mean, just before it got dark, they were boshing all over. I mean, we must have seen about, I I don't know, I couldn't tell you, probably about 70 fish showing. I don't know if it's 70 individual fish or fish doing it more than once, but there were just loads of them just showing in front of us and down to us right hand side. It was a spectacle to see. We say we've never seen anything like that. But yeah, absolutely over the moon. So this session, you know, started off slow, but then on the last night it's done us proud. It was well worth the move. Like I say, we've both had big fish, so yeah, absolutely buzzing. Good morning, folks. Nothing else from that. What, 3 runs, 2 landed fish last night. Nice clear sky at minute. We're going to put another 10 spawns out onto the spot that we're fishing on. See if we can entice one out this morning. I think if the temperature gets warm enough, we'll possibly put some zigs out. One at 10 foot, one at 8 foot, and one at 6 foot. See if we can find them all. Probably trying to spawn over the top of them with the Nash riser pellet. You know, cause they've got float. Obviously, they've got in the name riser pellet. Some of it floats, some of it sinks really slowly, and just some of it just holds in like the layers. So if we got that sprinkling in, they might entice them either to come up or down onto whichever thermal layer they're in, and hopefully onto our whatever we got, zig bug or piece of foam. So yeah, fingers crossed we can entice one out on zigs. Yeah, alright, well, that's it. We've come to the end of the session now. We're just starting to pack down. Rods are still out, but bivvies are coming down, everything like that, and then once they're all down we'll bring rods in, and that's it. We're going to go for a look round Hardwick and Smithpool, St John's, Manor Farm, you know, Hunt's Corner and maybe Oxley's. We're going to go for a good wander around instead of carrying on fishing. We've had a cracking session, so we think, you know, there's no point just sitting here. Weather's all over, so we don't know whether to put zigs out or out, so we just thought, you know, we'll call it quits. We've had a great session. So yeah, that's all we got to say. So thanks for watching, and subscribe and like. Cheers.